Yo YouTube everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got another control gameplay in Crimson. Let's see how this one goes, how this one plans out. Starting off with the Veil 46 here. What we're going to do is our standard kind of break here on Hotel. We're going to push through, use our equipment, and what I try to do, right, is chuck a stun grenade in this little middle alley area, because for me that's probably the most popular area that the opponents do come from. So it kind of works out well for me, and we're able to kind of get a nice stun off. Now we're going to go through, and what I want to do now is basically just play as creddy as possible. Now I've seen a couple of comments say, what is the word creddy? Well, it's essentially just playing like ratty spots that I don't expect them to look at, and basically trying to get a few kills with kind of sitting in the off angle. So we go through, we get a nice little kill there. And I want you to notice, okay, every time I'm approaching an enemy, the way I actually approach the gunfight is I'm essentially drop shotting. I'm making sure my centering is on point. Just these small little details are really helping my game. And I feel like recently I've hit like final form in terms of my ability. I feel like I'm at a really good level of the game right now. So hopefully that can transfer into the gameplay and I can show you guys how I'm playing. So we go through into the middle. And yeah, what you want to do now is try to bait and switch with your teammate. So essentially me and my teammate, even though we are playing solo queue, I want to kind of go with him together and essentially bait together. We push through, we get one, and he absolutely fried that guy. So purely based off reflex, we push through, take that guy out, we go ahead there, and yeah, my centering was quite off there, but I wasn't actually sure where the opponent was, but so far so good. So we're kind of splitting the push between A and B, which is exactly what you want to see. Our teammate goes through, he's going to secure A, and again, one thing I want you to notice is I've been coaching subscribers recently, and one thing I've really been working on is the equipment. Okay, so if you guys are watching and trying to improve, I think the equipment is probably one of the biggest things that I've kind of gone through with all the subscribers, and it's basically that I feel like people don't use their equipment enough. One, for like just generally, and two, for like checking for information. So every time I kind of chuck my stun and nade, I want you to realize why I did it and kind of how I did it. So for example, if I'm watching the middle alleyway, I'll chuck it on the left. That way I'm able to watch basically two alleyways at the same time. So we're going to go through, up by one life here. Now watch this little play here. So we go through, we cross over, we spot this guy in the distance, we take him out, gonna back off. Now I know the second guy was on my left. Well, I thought that was a different guy, but it actually ended up being the same opponent. He actually just, I don't know why, he kind of overheated there and backed off. We push through, we spot the opponent on the hill, we're gonna make him one shot, and right now I'm just trying to like play a bit mixy, go through, we get one kill, we get the second, and just a great play right there. It's gonna push through, and just based on that aggression, like we're in such a good spot right now to win this round, 18-13. What you want to do is just keep piling on the pressure here. You don't want to let go, you don't want to put your foot off the gas. So what I'm going to do is actually just back off slightly. So we're still applying pressure, but I'm just going to try to watch over my team. I completely fell off there. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not going to pretend that was a good play. I just fell off, to be honest. I went prone and ended up falling off, and what happened is I spawned on the other side of the map. So really annoying there, really unfortunate, but my teammates clutch up right there, starting with a massive 2-piece. So we're going to push through. I'm going to go top hotel again and just see what I can do, right? So in this moment I can hear somebody on my right. I'm like, where is this guy? So I know somebody's around me. So we go through, we get really lucky there in terms of our shot. We take one out, we know somebody just died here, so I'm hoping that we get a kill, pushing through. And right now it's just about constant kind of map control, big battle for the map control. And yeah, let's kind of see what happens. So we go through, there's an opponent on the top there, and again it's just about using your equipment. So you see what I did there, right? I chucked my equipment on the top, I was able to push through the stairs, and I was able to get the kill. So just small plays like that, if you guys can really get your attention to detail right, you should be good to go and hopefully get to the higher rank. So we push through the right hand side, we spot another opponent, take him out, and I mean, for a first round of control, I was very happy with that. 10 kills in basically a Crimson lobby. So far so good. Let's take it to round 2. Okay, if we can keep up this little trend right now, if we can keep up the 10 kills a round, I'll be very happy. Considering there's only 30 kills in a round, if I can get 10 of them, I'm doing a good job. So we push through, we chuck a stun in the left side. And again, I want you to notice how we use our equipment, how we kind of dolphin dive there. And that was just pure reflexes. I don't think I deserved to win that gunfight, but looking back, it was a great play. We were able to kind of camera him, finesse him, and go through. So it looks like they kind of put all their eggs into the A side there. They kind of finessed my teammates. They've gone towards A. I think it's a good play. It's just one of those plays where once they've got the A side, it's very difficult for us to kind of break it. So let's see what we can do, and if we can break it. We're going to go through. My teammate is pinching, but yeah, you can just see that they just basically stacked the A point, and they just had too much pressure on there. So fair play to them. They did a good job. But this is where we can really hold the angles and just basically lock down B. I think it's a good and a bad thing when they get A early. The good thing is for them is that obviously they have a lot of time to work with, and the bad thing for us is basically the same thing. You know, we've got a lot of time we need to defend the point for. The only real positive I would say on the defending side is now we know that, you know, they can only go for B. We can kind of just play for B only. So if 4 of us are able to set up, sometimes it can go in our advantage. We go through, and here's another perfect example of trying to play your life, and it's just small aspects like that I'm trying to work on. So right there I was like, okay, if I can just snake it, let my teammates push through, we should be good to go. So we go through. I don't actually have the dead silence right here, so it's a bit of a risky play, to be honest, but I'm just trying to go through, trying to finesse, and as I'm going around this corner, I'm trying to take my time. But that's what happens when you don't push with dead silence. They're going to be able to hear you, W, and yeah, just not a good play from myself. Down by 6 lives, they've got the B point, the A point's already secured. This is looking like a chalked round for us, so I think fair play to the opponents. They played really aggressive on the A side, they were able to take that down. I was only able to get 2 kills that round, so fair play to them. Both teams winning on offense, but that's okay. Let's see how we do in the round 3. Okay, we need to step things up here though. So both teams winning on offense is quite rare. Normally the defensive team does win, so both rounds going to the offense. Let's see if we can break the trend. Oh, not break the trend. If we can carry on the trend here and win another offense. Gonna go through. He's behind me, but we absolutely fry him and stuff like that. Honestly, I don't know what to say about that. I think that's poor positioning originally from me, but yeah, just to be able to bail out of situation like that is such an important factor. So yeah, if you can kind of work on your reflexes, just snapshots like that. I mean, there's nothing much I can say about that because I didn't plan for it. So yeah, it's just one of those things where I was in a poor position, he was behind me, we were able to turn around and absolutely fry him. I think one thing I would say based on those kills is if you're getting shot, don't panic, just try to stay composed, because if you panic, you're going to die anyways. And look at this play. This play was really good in my opinion. So we go through, we take out the first guy, I baited the second one in, was able to do the prone double jump, and just a really good play. Now I know they're going to be spawning at the back here, so I'm going to push through. I've still got the dead silence to work with. You see, we go through, I'm taking my time, we take out one, and just a perfect play. We got the bloodthirsty, we see the next guy here, but unfortunately I don't have any ammo, so we're going to go through, and yeah, with the dead silence, we're actually able to flank him, take him out, and just a great play all around. We push through again, jump around the corner, and probably one of my favorite plays of the match right now. We're just on an absolute tear, and what you can see is as I'm frying them, my teammates are kind of getting the hill, they're getting progression across the map, and we're just doing a really good job of basically distracting the opponents. We've done just enough to push through, get the B point, and hopefully win the game here. So we're going to go through. I see there's a skeleton in our base, so somebody just died around us. So I'm thinking, right, where can the opponents be logically? So we go through, we chuck a stun, and again, this is why I'm talking about the important. Now, keeping in mind, you know, I stunned my opponent there. That was I would say it was a weird push from him, to be honest with you. I think it was a bit of a questionable push, because most of the time, if I'm actually, like, if I'm stunning that area, I'm probably going to push it myself. So the fact that I wasn't playing, that was just a bad play by me, basically. That's a summary of that point. It was just a poor play by me. I stunned him, and instead of carrying on and pushing him, I kind of let him go, let him recover from his stun, and yeah, he was able to absolutely fry him. It's a fair play to him. We're going through. I only have the Vel 46 here, so I know I won't be able to get any distance on. But what I'm trying to do is just go through, trying to get a few shots, okay? Because, I mean, at the end of the day, if my teammates can shoot them as well, and we're shooting as a team, it's not going to take that many bullets. So that's my kind of thought process there, just to go through, try to take 1 or 2 players out in the process. And right now, we really want to play for kills, okay? We've got the lives, we've got the time slightly, so it's just about this next wave of kills. So we're going to go through, and this is where you have to be patient and really try to execute on your push here. So right now, the opponents, all they want to do is just hold this angle. So we're going to go through, and just from a process of elimination, I'm just trying to find anybody right now. So see if we can spot anybody out in the open. We go through, my teammates get 1, and this is my opportunity to push through. There's a second. Now, if we can get the third, I think we'll be good to go. So once again, backing off, making sure this top area is clear, because I just have a feeling somebody's going to be around us. So we're going through, constantly searching for this last guy. And yeah, as soon as we get these next wave of kills, we should be good to go. And what you can see is our team's constantly kind of pushing up the map as we're getting kills. So this is perfect. So if you're in a scenario like this where you're maybe getting spawn trapped, they've got full map control, don't panic, okay? Make sure you're just playing slow, getting those kills, and pushing up as a team. So you saw right there, I had the kind of right mindset in terms of watching the flank, making sure nobody was behind us. But unfortunately, it didn't quite work out like that, because the opponent came behind me and was able to take me out. So I probably should have held that for a bit longer and really just played for that flank. But this is okay so far, you know. We're still in a good position, up by 1 life. I wouldn't say this is the best position purely based on the time left, but this is it. This is the break. 2 people go down. We need to push through. I'm watching over my teammate. We still got our equipment to work with. We chuck a stun on the top there. Pushing through. We take out 1. Great kill. We go through again, and I'm not really doing too much here, but my teammates are frying. Everyone's going down. I spot somebody in the distance here. As soon as we see the stun, right, I knew that he was close. We go through. Nice drop. So we take out 1. Slide across. The second guy's on my left. We absolutely fry him. And literally within seconds, we're able to come back in the game. But no, the opponent gets a 2-piece. He gets traded, and now we're in a 5 versus 2. Things were so mixy. The time went down to the wire. Fortunately for us, we had a few more kills, which meant we had a few more lives, and we were able to win the round, and hopefully we can win the game. Now let's see if we can close it out on the defense. So this has been a really weird game of control. 3 rounds in, 3 offense wins. It's not something you see regularly. So what we want to do here is change the game up, play on our defense side, and see what we can do. So we're going to push through again, chucking the stun on the bottom. Very important. Make sure to split your equipment, okay? So we chuck a stun, going through here. Now, straight away, I realized, okay, nobody was on the B side, so they're probably going towards A. But this is where I got slightly confused, because I'm looking at the mini-map, and I just can't see anyone. My teammates aren't really getting in too many engagements, but then they do. And then straight away, they get a 4-piece. So I'm just thinking, okay, realistically, they look like they've got A covered, so maybe I should just sit back B. And this is where you have to be patient and make a decision. So I was thinking, right, if my teammates have 3 people on A, I'm just going to play it patient on B because I'm sure somebody's going to overextend. And it actually works out really well because we get a free kill there and then we're able to push through. So if that teammate was left by himself there, the guy that I just killed, that enemy, and he was able to get on B, I just feel like a lot more pressure would have had on the map and we would have basically been a bit stuck. They probably would have got one tick on B and potentially even a domino effect. So I was just happy to stay on B by myself. And I don't know if this is the best play, to be honest with you. It's very situational. Me personally, I'd rather leave my team on A, get the kills, because even if we lose A, it's not the end of the world. But you can see here, I kind of got impatient. I kind of pushed through. I was kind of in my own head thinking, what should I do here? We go through, we get one. And yeah, they end up going to B. So you can see how it probably wasn't the best decision. But one thing is, if I can get these kills, then maybe I can justify it. So we go through, we get one. We end up getting a 2-piece, okay? So I think it wasn't the worst play in the world, but definitely a risky play. We go through and we get the third. So because we get the 3-piece, I can kind of redeem myself and say, right, it wasn't the worst play. And unfortunately, the nade goes slightly short there. I don't know how that happened. I thought I needed a bit higher, and we probably would have been good to go. But this is a great scenario to be in, okay? They haven't got A. We're up by 7 lives, only 30 seconds left here. And again, I'm kind of predicting them to get A, but I'm not too worried about that because I'm mainly playing for the kills so that the later rounds are a lot easier for us. So that's what I'm kind of going for. We go through, we get another kill. We go through, we get another kill. So 2 people down. And at this point, in my head, I'm like, right, this game is over because with 20 seconds left, even if they get on A now, there's not really much they can do in terms of going to B. So in my head, A's done, but I'm mainly talking about the rest of the round here. Like, I don't think they're going to have much momentum over to B. We go through, this guy comes behind me. I'm absolutely all over the place. Going to back off. I don't know what's happening right now. All I know is we're trying to stop them from getting on the point. My teammates get a massive 2-piece. Things all over the place. We're going to rotate over to B. And with 9 lives left, right, I was thinking, okay, if they go on B now and stack it, this can be a problem. They're going to get A regardless. That's fine. We can let them have A, but the main thing we want to work on is not letting them get near B. So we're going to go through. We take out another player. So we, again, nice little drop. So there we get another kill. And I'm literally just going to sit in a crazy spot. I'm just going to watch middle, and I'm going to let them make a play here. You can see we're, you know, inspecting our weapon. And what I'm trying to do is just let them go through, let them make a play, because I know they're going to be impatient. They're going to run through middle eventually, and I'll be able to pick up 1 or 2 kills. So playing patient is very important here. We spot one in the distance. Going to mark him just because he was at a little distance there. I thought, right, if I can mark him, what happens is if my teammates see him and I don't, they'll be able to get the kill. Works out perfectly. We go across, and yeah, I mean, so far so good. 16 kills up. They only have 3 left. We go through. That guy's absolutely one shot. We're getting stunned, but I mean, at this point, it's a bit too little, too late for the opponents, and we get another kill. Just a really good way to end it. I think we double stacked on precisions at the end of it. 32 kills. Great performance. Hope you guys did enjoy the video and learn something new. If you did, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys for tomorrow's video. Peace.
Mission complete. Solid work. Shot Smith. No joy.